Hey, what's going on? Daniel here again. Welcome back to another video, and I'm bringing you another Systemeio update. As you know, I've covered extensively Systemeio on this channel, and a lot of you loved the videos that I make about Systemeio. I don't know why, for some reason you just do, and I really appreciate that. Now, Systemeio is announcing some new updates to the platform. If you've used it recently, you can see visibly that there's a lot of new changes with Systemeio, with the design and layout, which is really good to see because for a long time we haven't really seen a lot of improvements when it comes to the user interface itself. So it's great to get some updates, on the user interface. But the founder of Systemeio, Aurelian Emaker, just sent out an update that they are doing some major upgrades to Systemeio, and I'll be covering that in this video. So Systemeio, as you already know, is one of my favorite tools because it gives you all the tools that you need inside of one platform at a very at a fraction of the cost that you would pay on other platforms like ClickFunnels, Kajabi, all of this different platforms that you would have to pay and how many leg for. But with Systemeio, the first change that they're bringing to the platform is that one, you can now change your test email address when you are trying to create your email automations, either that's a newsletter or a campaign. If you don't know what that is, I'll leave a link down here in the card. You can go check out how to create email campaigns with Systemeio. So they are allowing you to be able to change your test email. Now, what does that really look like? So when you're setting up your campaigns on Systemeio, you're able to send a test email to yourself just to see how that email will show up when you send it out to your contacts, which I think is really clever because you don't want any mistakes. You can scan through it and point out any mistakes before you send out your emails. Now, before in the previous version, you can only have your test email set up in the settings of your account. You go to your mailing settings and you can set your test email. So when you want to send a test, you're not able to send it to a custom email. So you can only send it to that email that you set previously. So now you have to go back, navigate to your mailing settings and go change your test email. But in the new update, they have a section here that allows you to set your test email, meaning you can change your test email to pretty much any email that you want. Right now, I have my email address. I can change it to any email address. I'm gonna do that at yahoo.com. Now I can just send this email to pretty much any email that I want without having to use the existing email address that I set in my original settings. Now that is the first update. Now the second update is that you can now set your tags inside of your funnel itself. Before, in the previous update, you have to first navigate to your tag section to create your tags. But now when you're building the funnel itself and you navigate to automation rules, you can now create a tag inside of your funnel without having to navigate to your contacts and your tag settings. When you come here, say for example, I want to add a tag to this landing page that I'm building right here. All I can do is just say I want to create a new tag. And I can just say create a new tag and boom, I have a new tag. So now I can create a new tag within the funnel settings itself without having to navigate to my tag settings, which I think is really clever because right now it just reduces, the steps that is involved in creating something because, in the previous version, sometimes you want to create an automation on your landing page and you just forgot to create a tag. Now you have to go back and create that tag and then come back here to create your automation rule, which I think, is not really great for, user experience. Now, the biggest update that they are coming up with is that they're now opening up a world of integration of opportunities, allowing other software to communicate with Systemeio. Now, imagine this. You're using a different platform and you want to add a new contact from there to your Systemeio account automatically. The upcoming API will give you the means to do so and so much more. So you can now send contact information from third-party software to Systemeio and now add that to your automation, to whatever it is, enroll them in courses, enroll them in pretty much any of your programs and whatever. The opportunities are so endless. But what I really want to see with integration is that I want to see Systemeio be able to send data to other third-party software. Now, I asked that question in the Facebook group of, I asked that to the founder itself. I said, would this be a two-way integration where, for example, users will be able to send contact to other third-party apps? Personally, that's my biggest ick with System, because I have other tools that I use and I want to be able to send data out of Systemeio to other tools, not just receive data into Systemeio. And it just answered with one line: an API is different from an integration, which I think is really disingenuous, because here they say we want to open up a new world of integration opportunities. So if you use the word integration, why can I use it? I mean, that's just a wording problem, a wording issue, doesn't really answer the question. But I hope they really bring this change, or bring this update that allows me to send data out of Systemeio. I know it may be counterintuitive because they want to keep people, users within Systemeio itself, and they don't want them going out and using other tools. But I think it's really good for us as users to be able to decide where we want to keep our data, right? So I hope they make that change. But for now, these are the three biggest changes with Systemeio. One, you're able to change the test email, you're able to add new tags, and the biggest one of them is that you're able to integrate other tools with Systemeio, meaning you can send data from other tools into Systemeio, which I think is really good. So let me know if these changes are going to be useful to you, and if you want me to cover some other tools as well in the future, let me know down in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed, this is the best time to do so. I really appreciate your support, and I hope to see you in the next video. My name is Daniel, and I will see you next time. Take care now.